legs today with Dylan.
Hi.
How you been?
Good. Had back surgery, but pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a while since our last video featuring Dylan, but a lot's happened.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that a little bit later, but right now we're just warming up on the belt squat. Let's throw some more plates on there.
All right, let's do it. I feel it more here. I had more pain here than I do in my legs.
I see. So just
like when
the
I'm doing
belt
hack
kind of
squat,
digging.
I don't have pain in my back, so I can just load as much weight as I want and all just feel it in my legs.
I got you.
I'm not worried at all about that. And I'm feeling it. I just feel like I can do more weight. I feel like this would restrict me.
I got you.
Like if I'm doing it, like it's fine for one leg day, but I'm saying if I'm doing it every single leg day,
Yeah.
I feel like I would overall get stronger if I did a leg press or a hack squat.
Understood.
Like it's fine for one day.
One thing we could try is elevating the heels and seeing if that can help us get more tension on the quads. You want to try that? Sure. So, elevating the heels usually forces you to have more of a quad dominant squat. So, and I definitely felt it more here, close to that vastus medialis, that teardrop muscle. So, I like it. Dylan, let's see if you like it. When you're so strong, you break the carabiner.
What happened?
It looks like it just got stuck the wrong way and the weight was pushing at a different angle. That's okay, I'll grab another one. Yeah. Nice. How did that feel on the quads compared to this time?
That felt a lot better.
Okay, still a little bit. Yeah, that's one problem with belt squat is you just get that tension through the belt, kind of digging into the skin a little bit. And maybe the way to fix that is to have like a softer belt. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I still like the belt squat because it doesn't put any pressure through the back. Yeah.
No, it's great. Like, I have scoliosis. Or not anymore. I've got a rod in my back. We'll get to that later. But for people who have that scoliosis, they're not really supposed to put a lot of weight through the spine. And this is great, so people can do a lot of weight that normally couldn't on a hack squat or something like that, or a squat. This is great for people like that and people like me, or used to be me.
For sure. I say we do one more heavy set, do a back off set, just like right from that, so like you immediately drop down 2 plates.
Sorry, I finished.
And then from there we'll go ahead into our extensions, RDLs, all the rest of the stuff.
All right.
Here we go. You can do it, come on. Six. 7, yep. 8, 2 more. 9, yep. 10, come on. Left, yep. Wow, yes. Good. Yep. 2, 3. That's it. Come on. Keep messing with it. Squeeze. Yes. Nice.
He just did that with double the weight that I used. My quads are so pumped right now. I don't know if any extra work is necessary at all. I don't even know if I'll survive this.
It's always necessary.
So you just said.
So, after this, we'll do 2 more sets of this. Then before walking lunges, we'll take about a 5-minute break so I don't throw up. And after the 2 to 3 sets of walking lunges, then I'll know if I'm gonna throw up this leg day or not. And then after that, we'll do some hamstrings, some glutes, some calves, and maybe we'll call it a day. Hopefully I don't throw up. Where's the trash can? Right there.
Yeah, back there.
call the cops for like domestic abuse?
Yeah, call CPS, please.
Okay.
All right, so we're done for the leg extensions. Now we're gonna do some walking lunges. How much weight do you start with, Dylan?
Start with walking lunges?
Yeah.
We'll do 30s or 35s for 20.
Oh my god. Like 20 as in 20 total reps?
10 down back.
Okay,
10
so like,
there, 10 back.
like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
okay, that's fair. I don't know if I'm gonna throw up, but I just don't think I'm gonna be able to stand after this. I think I do plenty intensity. It's the volume that's bugging.
Or volume.
Ridiculously pumped now. I'm glad we're moving on to hamstrings. So
Oh, did I mention we have to do leg press for next?
Okay. Oh my god. Let's go ahead. We'll do our leg curls. Then we'll go into RDLs from there. Ooh, that's gonna be brutal. There we go. I got 15. Start getting fully stretched. curls. Now we're moving on to dumbbell RDLs. Now when you do these, Dylan, are you going for like as much weight as you can possibly do and just like cranking them?
I don't.
So you go for a stretch?
Low. Like I don't, like on these I try and keep my shoulders back. Like this is like, I feel stretch right here.
Okay.
Just with the shoulders back, I feel such more of a stretch.
Awesome.
Like that.
All right. Let's see how much we
This
can
is
do.
not all about weight.
Heck yes. That's relieving to hear him say. My quads are still ridiculously pumped. That is crazy.
16. Like it's not hard, but you feel the stress. Like it's not difficult. Like I could go up here and do the hundreds and just crank them out, and it'd be hard, but I wouldn't get the same stretch.
Right, and I really feel that squeeze at the top.
Exactly.
Now, full stretch at the bottom, that's what we're trying to get here. Oh,
Like I do a little bit of both.
3 sets?
Yeah.
Done with RDLs, we've hit quads and hamstrings. Now Dylan usually also does adductions and abductions on the machine, as well as hip thrusts to hit his glutes and the rest of his legs. We're not gonna do that because I'm a wuss, but we're gonna go and finish up with calves. I haven't trained calves in a long time. I'm trying to get my arms to measure up to my calves. My arms have always been slightly behind, but I'm gonna do these to humor Dylan, and just because I think it's fun. Ooh.
Sorry, your legs are a little short.
My legs are short.
That's on me.
Holy cow. The Mike Israel way, where you like really milk the eccentric, so like get that deep stretch at the bottom. Okay. And you don't squeeze very much at the
You
top.
know Mike Israel looks like an alien.
Oh yeah,
Like he's not from this earth.
a handsome alien. That's crazy how 10 reps like feels awful. All right, finished up calves, and that kind of wraps up our 2.5 hour leg day that we didn't even freaking finish.
No.
Dude, I don't know, if I would have done the adductors and the hip thrusts, I don't think I would be alive. What we're gonna do, we're gonna measure Dylan so that we know for sure next time we meet that we're gaining muscle and we're not just like spinning our wheels. You want to get a full assessment?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. We got our measurements. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit different next time we get them if they're not pumped or whatever. We're going to try to get your non-pumped measurements up to your pumped measurements. How about that?
Okay.
All right, we got our measurements. We got our workout in. Let's go hit some Taco Bell for some post-workout nutrition.
Yes, sir.
Got our drinks. And I got my meal prep. So Dylan, I want to talk a little bit about, since you were last featured in one of my videos.
Like, I broke my back and about a year later I had back surgery.
Ooh, let's talk a little bit about what you had to go through. Because I don't even really know. I mean, we've talked about it a little bit. I've seen the pictures. I saw your transformation. You kind of gained.
Yeah.
How much weight did you gain since then?
Well, I had back surgery August 29th, spinal fusion surgery. From vertebrae T3 to L5. So I have two metal rods, titanium, all the way down my spine. Not even mental aspect of it, I'm in constant pain. 24/7, like even laying in bed, it's just like awful. And there's never a time when I don't feel anything. And you'd think you'd get used to it over time, but like you really don't.
Dude, I hate to hear that.
Sports is awful. Like I'm a halfway decent golfer.
Halfway decent.
And
a little more than half.
like I can barely play golf. Like normally I shoot like 73, 74. I couldn't play 18 holes right now if my life depended on it. What comes along with the physical aspect is the mental. And that's put a big like role on me too, is like just having to go through all that. Like how much longer is it gonna be like this? Like, is it gonna be like this my whole life? Like, is this just my life from now on, in constant pain, not being able to do things that other people have been able to do? Like, did I used to be able to do before? Or, just like something like just a normal kid could do. Well, I never have the opportunities to do those things. Especially after I broke my back for the first time. I was going down on 225, just light warming up. And then my back just popped and I broke my back in 2 places. But I hit 405, that's what matters, right? But it's just put me in a really bad place because bodybuilding has always been my passion. I know it's like not like a person, so it can't like talk to you, but it's always just been something I went to when I was happy, when I was sad, like whatever, it helped me like with my emotions and everything. And it took that away for a long time. So, it sucked because there was nothing I could do about it. I didn't know when I could lift again. I didn't know what it would be like. And watching, all the progress that I made just slowly go away. And there's nothing I could do about it. Like, I ate as much as I could possibly could. Like, I gave myself a stomach ulcer. Eating so much. And my stomach's still messed up to this day because of it. There's nothing I can do about it now to not lose that muscle. I couldn't work out. I couldn't, run or anything like that.
Right.
And then, yeah.
That sounds like a freaking journey.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about what your goals used to be versus what they are now. Has anything changed? Has your mindset about bodybuilding or about life in general changed, or what's different?
Okay, so that's actually a good point. My dream was always to compete in the Olympia. It was very far-fetched. I had it since I was, in 7th grade when I started working out. Because I grew up as the weakest kid. Like, I was never bullied or anything, but I was always the weak, scrawny kid that everyone knew was just weak and, couldn't do anything about it. Like, I was set 90 pounds in 7th grade. Got my heart broke by a girl. So I said, all right, it's on now. So I started going to the gym, and then I just loved it. It was my passion. I wanted to get as big as possible so I could compete on the Olympia as fast as I possibly could. I was in the gym for, 2.5, 3 hours a day, eating 8,000 calories a day. At one point I was drinking olive oil just to gain weight.
Gosh.
Yeah, 8 ounces of olive oil a day.
That's
not
horrible.
fun. But, I was doing everything I could because it was my passion. Like, I wanted more Olympia wins than Ronnie Coleman. I was going to do that. Mm-hmm. And then I broke my back, which was unfortunate. After that, I didn't squat anymore. But I kind of came to terms with, I can't squat, I can't do some things, but I still have a chance to become the Olympia because my back's healed now. I'm good. I always knew I had scoliosis, but my scoliosis keep getting worse. It got to the point where it was like 53 degrees. I had to get back surgery, and that hurt way worse than actually breaking my back. I mowed the grass the same day I broke my back because I didn't want my parents to get mad at me and not let me lift the next day. So I was like, I'm not missing a lift. I'm gonna mow.
I'm fine, guys.
And then,
Everything's fine.
And then the next morning, my legs were numb and I couldn't really move.
Oh gosh.
So now I want to compete once
when I'm 18 and compete till I lose. Like, I'm gonna turn 18, I'm gonna start competing, gain as much muscle as I possibly can until then, and then compete until I lose. And once I lose, then I'll kind of come to terms with it, hopefully, and then realize that, you know, I gave it a run. I did all I could and just kind of saved my body.
One of the things we were talking about earlier is the kind of the struggle with feeling like there's so much against you and that it's all or nothing, essentially. But I don't think it has to be that way. I think that you can compete, and let's say you do your first show and you don't place at all. What stops you from doing another one just because it was fun? I mean, heck, my first bodybuilding show, my only bodybuilding show at this point, I won my class, my division, but it was me against like 2 or 3 other guys in each one. It didn't feel like I wanted it to feel. And then up in the overall, I wasn't even close. There was a couple stage shots of me next to the guy who actually won, and like, it's leagues apart. But that's part of it. That's part of the whole process. I mean, you go up there, you give it your all, and someone else who might be doing it longer than you, or might have better genetics than you, or might be on more drugs than you, is doing better. And you don't compare yourself to other people. You compare yourself to yourself. And that's something I think that you need to work on a little bit.
I've always wanted to win. I won't do something unless I have a goal. And I will never set a physique goal for myself. I will set a goal that I'm going to beat everybody there. Like, I'm a halfway decent trap shooter, too. It's like a shotgun sport.
That's another understatement.
Like, I've been number 1 in my state for the past 5 years. And then once I go to nationals, you know, maybe I get 10th or 12th, and I feel like, what? Like, you just feel like awful. Because you didn't win. So it's like, what do you mean? How did I not win? If I do something, I'm not gonna have fun unless I win. Like, I love lifting, but I love lifting to win.
There's nothing wrong with being competitive. If this conversation proves anything, it proves that you're more competitive than me. And that's okay. I think that approach can be dangerous. Just because there's always gonna be someone bigger than you. There's always gonna be someone better than you. And not that means you should give up. But it just means that your focus should be on improving every aspect of yourself that you can improve, regardless of what anyone else says or what anyone else looks like or does. That's what I think your focus should be on.
But I enjoy winning. I enjoy the trophy. I enjoy all of that.
I mean, if that's the case, then go compete in a local show where everyone's gonna look terrible and just like blow everyone out of the water and be like, "Oh, I'm the winner."
But it's not.
That's not what it's about.
No,
that's not what it's about at all.
You're right. It's actually about the journey.
Exactly. And speaking of journey, I think our focus for the next 2 years, until you turn 18, is exactly what you said. Put on as much muscle as you can, and then we'll all do a show together. And we'll just see what happens. You might hate it.
I might hate it.
If you hate it and you're just like,
I'm way too skinny. I need my Taco Bell and my Baja Blast.
You know, let's say you get in there and you're like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. We just don't do it again. That's fine. But we can look back on it and say, we freaking did that.
I competed.
Dylan, I appreciate you training with me today.
I appreciate you having me.
That's freaking
sorry
fun.
if you can't walk tomorrow or something.
I'm sorry I'm a wuss and I can't keep up. Well, I'll let you get out of here.
Alrighty. Thanks for having me. Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for the Baja Blast.
Alright. See you, buddy.
Have a good one.